reason why patience and playing the long game is so important is because the truth is the truth, no matter what you believe or feel or perceive. The truth is one way. And I'm not saying there's one way to think or one way to act, because the different tactics and the different practical ways that things that play out are different for everybody. But there are truths, there are principles that transcend tactics and transcend ways of doing things. Patience and playing the long game is, I think it's one of those principles that disregards tactics. It's the matrix that fills, not like the movie, it's the matrix, the fluid that fills in all the cracks. Everyone sees at a glance the how-tos and the tips and the 7 ways to increase your performance, or 13 ways that practicing your short game can help you play better. Even these 3 ways can help you change your mental game. There's all these tips and all these little tactics that people employ and prescribe that are short-term and might work for one person but not the other. But then there are overarching principles and truths that allow for different tactics. And I think one of those is patience and playing the long game. Because no matter what you do between now and 5 years, the tactics can be different along the way. The obstacles are different for everybody, so the tactics have to be different for everybody. Everybody's circumstances are different, so what works for me or worked for me might not necessarily work for you. So I have to challenge myself to not prescribe what I see as right for myself. You know, I practiced a certain way and I thought a certain way, and that's because I am a certain way. You know, I'm introverted. I like being off to myself. I play best when I'm calm and low key and not a whole lot of emotion. And that's not true for everybody. I think there are players that can show emotion and it helps them. It helps them. It can fire them up, motivate them to do better. So it's important to know the truths, the patience, the focus, the acceptance, the proper expectations. It's important to know these and dig into each one and figure out what tactics help you do those things best. And that's where I come in. I can preach those umbrella truths and principles and help you figure out which ways to best implement them. And that's what I'm trying to improve myself at, and that's what I feel like I can be very helpful at. Yeah, and it's what worked for me, and it's what I think can work for everybody. Got the other shirt on, so you know what that means. Working one of the other jobs. I am in a Be Safe storage facility where we do the refrigeration for the wine cellar. So, yeah, interesting place. Where am I? So as this day is coming to a close, I am just super excited. This is my 16th video. I'm posting a podcast today, which I think is number 7. I don't know, I just think it's so exciting that I get to share all of this with the public, and people actually get to read and watch and listen to things I have to say. Whether people like it or not, that's up to them, but it's out there. People can take and do with it what they want, and I think that's just such a cool thing, and it's so exciting that I get this opportunity to put my views out there, and it's just so fun and enjoyable. I'm just loving every minute of it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my podcast. Thanks for reading on my website. It's just, it's all so cool.